morning, children. Good morning, all. Yeah, in the last class, we discussed about the continents and we just got the meaning of continents and we learned the 4 continents in the world. That is North America, South America, South America, Africa. So these are the 3 continents which we learned in the last class. So today in this class we'll be learning about the 4 continents. Let us know some geographical features or some interesting facts in this 4 continents. Today in this class we are just going to discuss about the 4 continents, that is Asia, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. So by now we are going to learn is about the continent by name Asia. So in the globe you can just see the Asia. So you can just see the map Asia. So it is located in the northern hemisphere of the globe. And Asia is the most largest continent in the world. When compared to 7 continents, Asia is very largest continent of all continents, and it is the biggest and the largest continent in the world. And I'll just show you the map. Where is the Asia? I'll show you the Asia map. So children, you can just see this is an Asia part. So you can just see this full is Asia, and Asia is very largest continent of all 7 continents, and it has many geographical features, many beautiful geographical features. I think you all know what is the meaning of geographical features. What do you mean by geographical features? Here in Asia, you can just see the different types of landforms, ranges, mountain ranges, peaks, valleys, rivers, ocean, and variety type of birds and plants. So that is referred to geographical features. Either it can be climate or weather. And here we can just see, you can just see to the east. To the east, you can just see the ocean named Atlantic Ocean. To the east, Atlantic Ocean, and to the south, Indian Ocean, and see, Asia is covered by 3 water bodies. In the east, Pacific Ocean, in the south, Indian Ocean, and in the west, it is North Atlantic Ocean. So these are the 3 water bodies which are covering Asia. And here you can just see highest peaks, including on Earth. The highest peak which is on Earth, that is Himalayas. So I'll just take out this and I'll be just giving you a brief information of Asia. The highest peak on the Earth is Himalayas. So nowhere in the continent you can just see the highest peak on Earth, that is the Himalayas. In Himalayas there is the highest mountain peak. Highest peak called in Himalayas, there is the largest peak called Mount Everest. So this is the highest peak in the world and it is located in Himalayas of Asia. And the lowest region. So this is the highest, so I'll just show you. Highest region is Mount Everest. And the lowest region. Lowest region is the sea. So these are the 2 points which is located in Asia. The highest peak, the highest region in Asia is Mount Everest, and the lowest region in Asia is Red Sea. So these are the 2 regions which is found in Asia, and there are 2 most densely populated. So here in Asia, there are 2 countries which is most densely populated. Densely, the meaning of densely is nothing but the most populated country in the world is most densely populated countries in the world, means in the whole world. There are 2 densely populated countries, that are India and China. So these are the 2 most densely populated people in the world. And so I think you understood the Asia. In Asia, there are 3 water bodies which is surrounded by Asia. That is in the East Atlantic Ocean, in the East Pacific Ocean, in the West Atlantic Ocean, and in the South Indian Ocean. It has many geographical features. It has most beautiful geographical features, including weather, birds, plants, animals, mountains, valleys, peaks, and etc. And here there are 2 most populated countries in the world, that is the India and China. And the highest point in Asia is Mount Everest, and the lowest point is Red Sea. So this is about the thing which we learned in Asia. So the next continent which we are learning is Europe. So the next continent is Europe, and here Europe is the 6th largest continent. So here Europe is 6th largest continent in the world, and here there are the 2 famous rivers. Here there is a famous rivers, 2 famous rivers. That is Volga and Danube. So these are the 2 rivers which are flowing towards Europe, and these are the 2 main important rivers which are flowing towards or flowing in Europe. And here so children, see, you can just see the Europe. So Europe, see, you can just see a stretch over Europe and Asia. So you can just see a long stretch of Europe and Asia. So when there is a combine of Europe and Asia, when there is a long stretch between Europe and Asia, then such place is called as Eurasia. So you can just see here there are some of the rivers which are flowing in Europe, that I said you, it is the Volga River and Danube. And you can just see the Mediterranean Sea. So you can just see that the Mediterranean Sea is coming towards the Europe, which covers the Europe, and Asia lies to its east. And you can just see the Asia, which is lying to the east, and Atlantic Ocean in the west. So you can just see the Atlantic Ocean is facing towards the west. So these are the water bodies or the oceans or the seas which are facing Asia. And it is a home of well-developed countries in Europe. You can just see many well-developed countries. Well-developed means it is most advanced countries you can just see in Europe, and even you can just see most advanced and developing countries, and even it is a home for tourist places. The people who come from other places has many interesting tourist places. So this is about the Europe continent, and here the famous mountain ranges found in Europe are called Alps mountain. Here you can just see mountains called Alps. Alps mountains, and this is the famous mountain which is present in Europe. So this is the thing which we learned in Europe. So what are the things we learned, children? So here the long stretch of earth. The long stretch. What is the meaning of stretch? See, you can just see this is Europe and this is Asia. So you can just see it, the long stretch between Europe and Asia. When there is a long stretch on earth between Europe and Asia, then this Europe and Asia is called as Eurasia. Eur means Europe, Asia is nothing but it is a combination of Asia. So this place is called as Eurasia, and there are two famous rivers which flows into the Europe, that is the Volga river and the Danube river. And there is a famous mountains which is present in Europe called Alps mountain, and it is the most home of developed countries. Developed countries means it's nothing but here the people are most developed. They can just do, all are well educated, and they can just make good mind and they can do the work. And it has many tourist places, and here the tourists who are coming from outside the country are very good in making the places very interesting. Tourist places making interesting. And the next continent is Antarctica. So the next continent is Antarctica. So here Antarctica is called as the fifth largest continent. So here Asia is the fifth largest continent in the world, and you can and the Antarctica is present in the south pole of Earth. So you can just see in the globe the white part in the south. So this is Antarctica. Why here the Antarctica is also known as the white continent. Why Antarctica is called white continent, children? Any guesses or any ideas why the Antarctica is white in color? So here this portion is Antarctica, but they have not mentioned here. It is just present over here. The lowest part in the world is Antarctica region, and it is present in the South Pole. When this Antarctica region is present in South Pole, it is fully covered with ice. It is fully covered with thick snow. Thick snow is nothing but it is a thick ice. The whole land. So here it is always, that is the permanently covered by thick snow. So here always it is covered by thick snow or permanently. Permanently is nothing but whenever you see this place will be covered by thick snow. Due to the permanently covered of thick snow, the Antarctica continent is called as the white continent. And here there is no human habitation. No human habitats. Why? What is the meaning of habitation, children? Habitation is nothing but, see, some of the people or the animals or the plants will be adapted, will be adjusted to the place or to the climate or to the weather. But whereas in Antarctica, because of permanently covered by thick snow, there is no life in Antarctica. So that is called as no human habitation or no life, means there is no human life habitation. So you came to know that the meaning of habitation. And because here there is extreme cold because of ice, because of thick snow, it has extreme cold climatic conditions. So climate is nothing but where it cannot be changed. It remains the same. So due to extreme cold climatic conditions, there is no life on Antarctica. And here it is a home for many animals. It has a large number of animals found in Antarctica. There is a large number of animals and it is a home. It is a home for many animals. Example like polar bears, penguins, seals. So these are the animals which are present in Antarctica. That is penguins, whales, seals and seabirds. And seabirds. So these are the things which are the features in Antarctica. So I'll just give a brief information of this. Antarctica. Antarctica is the 5th largest continent in the world, and Antarctica is called white continent because it is always, or it's permanently covered by thick snow or ice. And there is no human habitation. Why there is no human or the people living in this continent? Because of extreme cold climatic conditions. Due to extreme cold climatic conditions, here the animal, some of the animals, other humans or the people cannot survive here. So hence there is no human habitation in Antarctica. Because it is covered by ice, due to covered by ice, in some area it has a land of many animals. It has home for many animals like polar bears, penguins, seals, whales and seabirds. Have you seen penguin, children? Yeah, it is white and black in color. It has just have the flap legs, which the legs has flattened legs, so that it can just walk on the ice easily. And here it is adapted for its cold climatic conditions. Hence the penguins are found in Antarctica. So these are the features of Antarctica continent. And the final continent is, the last but least, the continent is, which continent, children? Can you guess which continent we didn't learn here? Yes, it's the last continent, Australia. Australia. So here, when we compare to other continents, Australia is very small. So hence, Australia is called as smallest continent. I'll be asking you the question. Which is the smallest continent in the world? You all say that Australia is the smallest continent in the world. And here Australia has only the one country. It consists only one country, and it is covered by islands. What do you mean by islands, children? Islands are nothing but one side land, and all sides of land is covered by water. So that is called as islands. In the same way, Australia is covered by many islands, and it has only one country, and it is the smallest continent in the world. Australia is the smallest continent in the world. And here, Australia is covered, or it is surrounded. Australia is almost surrounded by all water bodies, or seas or oceans. And here, in Australia, desert is formed. Desert is nothing but Great Australian Desert. So this is the desert which is found in Australia. Okay, I told you that in Africa the Sahara Desert is present, and in Australia there is a desert called Great Australian Desert. I told you that Australia is surrounded by water bodies, so that here there is the most beautiful coral reef and the largest coral reef. The largest coral reef in the world is found in Australia, and the name of the coral reef, the largest coral reef, is the Great Barrier Reef. So, the Great Barrier Reef is the largest coral reef which is found in Australia, is the largest reef in the world. And here you can just see some rare animals which cannot be found in other parts of continents. Example, let us take kangaroo. So this is the bird which is found only in Australia. Means you can't just find this kangaroos in most parts of the continents. So here in Australia you can just see the kangaroos, and here kangaroo, it's the national animal. Is the national animal of Australia. Got it, children? So this is some general features of Australia. So I'll just say you that once more. So Australia is the smallest continent in the world, and Australia consists only one country. It doesn't have many countries when compared to other continents. So I told you in many continents there are many countries which is divided into many countries. But in Australia there is only one country. Hence Australia is called as smallest continent, and it is covered by islands. Islands are nothing but the land which is surrounded by water bodies are called as islands. And here it is covered by water bodies, and you can just see the desert. The desert present in Australia is called as the Australian Desert, Great Australian Desert, and you can just see the largest coral reef. In the world, the largest coral reef is the Great Barrier Reef, and you can just see some of the animals, some rare animals. Example like kangaroo. Kangaroo is found in Australia, and hence kangaroo is the national animal of Australia. So these are the features which are present in Australia. So I hope that you understood these 4 continents. So now in brief information, let us learn about the 4 continents. I'll be just giving you the brief information about all 4 continents. Asia is the most largest continent in the world. Among all 7 continents, Asia is the biggest and largest continent in the world, and it covers the 1/5, 1/3 of land. Asia covers the 1/3 of land in the earth, and it has the famous peaks, including Himalayas. On earth, there are many highest peaks on earth, that is Himalayas. In Himalayas, the highest peak is Mount Everest, and the lowest region in Asia is the sea. So these are the 2 points which you can just see in Asia. One is the Mount Everest in the high, and in the low you can just see the Dead Sea. And here the 2 most densely populated countries in the world are India and China. So these are the 2 countries where you can see more populated, more people in the world. And it has many beautiful geographical features in Asia, like you can just see the famous glaciers or the valleys or the peaks, vegetation, climate, weather, and the people, the habitat of people and animals in different places. And here the Pacific in the east, Indian Ocean in the south, and in the east, Arctic Ocean. So these are the water bodies which are covered by Asia. So this is about the Asia, and the next one is the Europe. So in Europe, this is the 6th largest continent. This is the 6th largest continent in the world, and it has a long stretch. It has a long stretch between Europe and Asia on earth, which is a long stretch, or the long expansion between Europe and Asia, that is called as Eurasia. The expansion between Europe and Asia is called Eurasia. And you can just facing towards Europe is Mediterranean Sea, and in the east, Asia. And here Europe is also a home for many well-developing countries. It is most well-developed countries where the people is most advanced, educated, and even they are good at their work, like literacy and employment. And here there are many tourist places where the people can see many tourist places. The people are attracted towards such tourist places, and there are 2 main rivers flowing in Europe, that is Olga and Danube. These are the 2 rivers which are flowing towards the Europe, and here you can just see a famous mountain range in Europe called Alps mountain. So this is the famous mountain which is present in Europe. And the next one is Antarctica. So we studied about the Antarctica. Here Antarctica is the 5th largest continent. So I told you the 6th largest continent is Europe, and the 5th largest continent is Antarctica. Antarctica is also called as the White Continent. Why it is called White Continent? Because it is permanently covered by thick ice. It is covered by thick ice or snow. So here there will be most extreme cold. Because of, see children, when you open the fridge, you can just feel the chill or coldness when you open the fridge or the freezer. So in the same way, the Antarctica is always covered by thick snow or ice. When there is fully covered, when it is covered by fully snow or ice, you can just see how much cold it will be. When we open the fridge, we can't bear that cold. And there, in that place, when there is more cold, we cannot survive. So hence there is no human habitation over there. And it is also called as, it is a place for many animals like penguins, whales, seabirds, polar bears. So these are some animals which are found in Antarctica. So these are the general features where you can just see in Antarctica. Antarctica is present in the south pole of Earth. And the last but least, the last continent is Australia. So Australia is also known as the smallest continent in the world. Why it is called so? Why Australia is called smallest continent? Because it contains only one country. So when with the help, with the existence of one country, with one country, that is why the Australia is called the smallest continent in the world. And because of this is very small, the continent is covered all the sides by water bodies called islands. So islands are nothing but the land which is covered by all over the water bodies, and one land is called as islands. And in Australia, you can just see the desert. The desert is found in Australia called the Great Australian Desert. So this is the famous desert which you can see in Australia. And here in the world, in the whole world, there is a famous coral reef, highest coral reef found in the world, that is in Australia, called the Great Barrier Reef. The coral reef name is the Great Barrier Reef, which is present in Australia. And here you can just see some of the rare species of animals. The rare species of animals, example like kangaroo. You can just see the kangaroo animal only in Australia because due to its climatic condition, and here kangaroo is national animal of Australia. So I think that you understood these things, and I'll be giving you a small assignment for you people. So I can guess out how many would be understood the lessons. So now I'll be giving you a small assignment, children, so that I can think that how much you have been understood. Homework. That is the homework. So, which is the highest peak in the world? Second one, which are the two main important rivers in Europe? So the first question is, which is the highest peak in the world? The second one will be the, which are the two main rivers in Europe? The third one will be, which continent is known as white continent? So the third question will be, which continent is known as white continent? And which is the national animal of Australia? So this will be the fourth question. And the final question is, name two densely populated countries in the world. So these are the 5 questions which I pick up from the 4 continents. I'll just repeat you once the questions. The first one, which is the highest peak in the world? The second one is, which are the two main important rivers in Europe? The third one, which continent is known as white continent? Which is the fourth one, which is the national animal of Australia? And the fifth one, name two densely populated countries in the world. Okay, children, I think that you have understood the four continents which I have taught now. Based on that four continents, I have given you the 5 questions. So, I think that you all will be writing the assignment. So, these are the questions you will be answering in your book. So, if any doubts, you can just clear me. If any doubt, you can just ask me in the next class. I'll be clearing your doubts, whatever the doubts which you had. So, which are the four continents which we learned today? It's the Asia, Europe, Australia, and Antarctica. So, these are the 4 continents, and in the previous class, we learned about the 3 continents and the meaning of continents. So, how many continents are there in the world? There are 7 continents in the world. It is North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Antarctica, Australia, and Australia. So these are the 7 continents in the world, and I just gave you the brief information about the 7 continents. Right, children? I think that the 7 continents, the brief information about 7 continents is done for you. So, if any doubts, you can just make it out from me. Okay? So, the next one we are going to learn is about the oceans. So, I'll just give you a brief information about oceans. So, I'll be giving you a brief information. About the oceans. What do you mean by oceans, children? Can anyone guess the meaning of oceans? Oceans, here, the continents, the 7 continents are covered by huge water bodies. The 5 huge water bodies. Oceans are nothing but, it is a huge water bodies, and you all know that the earth is covered by 71% of water. This 71% of water is covered by huge water bodies, and these huge water bodies are called as oceans. So, the continents are covered by 5 huge water bodies called oceans. In oceans, we'll be learning about the 5 oceans. Here, therefore, the ocean waters. See, children, you all know that the sea water is salty. Why it is very salty? Because the more dissolved salts are present in water. That is why the sea water is very salty. When the sea water flows to the ocean, what happens? The more number of salts get increased, and even the ocean is more very, very salty. It contains salinity. Salinity means it contains more salt in water. So that is called as salinity or salty. Or it is also called as salt. And here the ocean bed contains some tall mountains. Here the ocean contains tall mountains called ridges and lowest points called trenches. So this is the thing which I taught you in oceans. In the next class, let us learn the names of 5 oceans and in details I'll be explaining the 5 oceans. Sorry, ma'am?